Hi, my name is Anna, and I welcome you here where I share messages from quantum fields for your highest good. Stay tuned, you might hear something that might be helpful for you at this time right now. And at this time, I pray that this energy will find who it's meant to find for the highest good of all. And I ask these beautiful tools, philosophical cards, to be the guidance and for me to be the vessel for the messages that needs to come through for the listener today. Possibly in the past, you've felt like you've accomplished something and you felt yourself in the center of attention and you were very successful in that, and possibly you've had a energy of relationships, you started to feel better, you worked maybe on your feminine energy, right? There's no gender in life, cards, tarot, oracles, but we all embody feminine and masculine energies, right? And in here it speaks us to in the closest past you might felt as if you were accomplished and you were in the energy first of masculine, of accomplishment, of working. And then when you achieved it, you relaxed and you felt accepted, and perhaps this happened like a love balance within yourself or within the relationships around you, and you felt a little bit disappointed because you already had some accomplishments and perhaps it was another individual that stepped inside of your life and that kind of didn't go right, where there was maybe jealousy, maybe the person felt as if they were entitled to your accomplishments and you were like, this is mine and I'm not willing to share, and that brought a lot of disbalance into that communication and the energy of temptation. So let's say an individual comes in, right, your partner into your life and says, hey, give me like a portion of your business, but I'll help you like with your children. Let's say like you're a single parent, right, and you really need help, like physical male figure in your life, but the price for that you need to pay, so that's like a devil energy right into your life. Or maybe you have a work opportunity right now, you felt like you accomplished something and they say, hey, here is a better opportunity for you, but you need to do A, B, and Z for that, and that's like the price you have. Or for example, let's say you are a singer and you want to get your foot into the door, but we all the price you need to pay to become famous, it's pretty high, and sometimes it's like this devil energy to sell your soul to the devil. Usually the devil will tell you 99% truth, and that 1% is what messes you over in regards to that payment that you need to do, and you only find that out later on. So I want to look more into that as to the listener that will be listening to this right now, how they can help themselves at this time. What do they need to know in regards to this little temptation in their life? What do they need to know? What do they need to do? Thank you. Yes. Interesting. Okay. Yes, you are on the way, on the earth, on the edge of going into your sun, right? Into your how you present yourself, right? You are ready to be open to this world. You know that there are people waiting for you, accepting you, but it came reverse. So what that means is that you're feeling not ready for that. Yes, this energy is around you right now, opportunities are around you, and you're feeling stuck. You feel maybe you need to work with energies of trust, right? And it's also inviting you to look at what has already lived, like it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how in here, like a trees, like if we're gonna speak metaphorically, like plants that are growing and that has its seeds, it has what it's supposed to do. And in here, they died out. And it's in need of reevaluate this little piece in your life that already doesn't serve you. It's already reached the end of its cycle. Maybe it's a dead end job. Maybe it's a dead end relationship that doesn't have a chance for repair. And your analysis of what is it that you need to cut out of your life, because this next energy is of cutting out something in your life where all you take with you is hope, belief, and love. Release your attachments to parents, to parent figures, maybe somebody who has authority in your life, who has authority over you, where they can manipulate your thinking and decision making. And it's energy where you need to be firm of understanding what you need, what you want. And one of them is to let go of your parents. We need to consciously understand where is this line of parent-child relationship, and what owns who. Like, we don't own nobody, nothing, but what is your structure within your parents. Perhaps look into that relationships of yours. And an energy of where it's like dark and light and dark energies are all entering your life right now, where you have no choice but to use the energy to do something with it. They are within you, right? We all have light and dark. It's a lot of energy of balance in here, of duality, and how you are willing to take and control. So are they controlling you, or are you controlling them? Because the road is open and free and you are on your path, but you need to learn how to navigate these. What other energies are here is telling you that you are feeling like you're stuck, right? That you are feeling like you have no exit, because you feel closed off all these life circumstances, including your relationship, your finances, maybe your children, your parent relationship. You feel stuck, that like it's you have nowhere, no option to go anywhere, and you cannot even think about it anymore. It's energy of where, oh my god, turn off my brain, I don't want to do anything. But it invites you to sit still and be willing to listen, go into energy of learning. And it could be either physical people like consultants, specialists who can help you, teachers. An energy of either getting guidance from physical people, or perhaps you're going into a meditation where you are getting guidance and support from your spirit team, from the source, so energy of your highest self, to just accept the fact that we are all always in the learning process, and we need to utilize our powers. We all can love. We all have the aggression that we can channel the aggression, right, the hurt, into something creative, into fast movement. The energy also of love, for example, or the anger, when we very angry at something, and then we have this burst of energy that we are willing to do something about it. For example, you got really mad about your body image, right? Or you got really sick and you got so mad at yourself that you need to change something with your life, and you have that burst of energy, that motivation to channel that into accomplishing that. We also have the energy and the power of love, right? With kindness, through communication, through dialogue, through spreading the love and understanding to each other. And how we utilize and knowing consciously when to use which energy in here is very needed and would be helpful. Yes, relax and just be open to the source. Right now, in the energies, you are receiving maybe some downloads, some insights. You see some synchronicities in your life that are like, God works in mysterious ways, and you never know who God wants to use help you. And that being said, is just to relax and be open to what is happening to yourself with an open heart. When we are closed off, we don't trust, we hate, we're just boiling into the negative cycle of emotions. And in here is an invitation to purify your life with love and prepare for something better, bigger into your life, accepting that this is the divine intervention, divine works into your life, and act with that wisdom. See yourself through how God sees you, through God's eyes. act with wisdom and loving compassion to other people. If we will continue, hurt people. If we continue to spread this hurt, anger, jealousy, gossip around, when it's gonna end? It's all up to us. Were we really born? Just imagine, what did your parents go through just to give you life? Who was involved into giving you the life you have? And do you really think that you went through all of this just to go get some money, use this money to buy food, and then release that food into the drain? I think we are here for a lot more than this. And yes, maybe you're doing something good within your work. Like you say, yes, I'm doing something good for this society. But what if they didn't pay you money for that? Are you going to still do that? Apart from your job, where you get paid for the things that you do, can you do that if they're not going to pay you? Can you do that off hours, like just visit your people in your life? Manifest for the highest good, work with pure love, and seek your soul satisfaction with the inner happiness. So basically, it's like inviting you to look at your situation within yourself, not to look like what you need to change in yourself so the situation will change. No, inviting you to just relook and reevaluate your ways of how you see the world, how you see other people, and to whatever goals and dreams you have, what you're setting for yourself, make sure that it's for the highest good, right? We're not gonna sit and dream and say, yes, I want $1 million and I don't care if somebody else suffers because of that. No, we need make sure that our goals are for the highest good. Like, we don't want to, I don't know, open up a center that sells vapes, right? Like, we all know people right now. I just heard a story today. 15-year-old girl died because of a vape. Basically, she was smoking a vape, and I don't know how you call it in English. The things that like connecting your blood flow to your heart. So basically, one of them like ripped from her arteries, and she choked. And vape was the factor in that. It's just very unfortunate. For example, we don't want to do something like that, right? We don't want to put goals that will harm other people, but it must be for the highest good. And another suggestion here is to align with your essence and see your true colors, right? See yourself through God's eyes, see how God sees you. Maybe go into meditation. You can envision yourself again in the crystal green light, diamond light, shimmering light, and ask yourself to show you your highest self. How do you see yourself? How does God sees you? Create the perfect health, access the divine abundance. How do we do that? Of course, when we're going through transformation and changes in our life, if we are supporting our own body, the transformations go on faster and smoother. So let's say meat, right? Meat is like blocking our feelings, and it gives us this energy of sorrow, death, difficulty, heaviness. When you go through transformations and you are trying to work with yourself, trying to help yourself to be more connected, aligning your mind, body, and soul, the heavy foods, alcohol, all of this can stop the natural flow of your insights, downloads that you are getting. Be the divine essence, dissolve everything in grace. So remember, hurt people, and with you imagining and loving yourself all starts within you. Automatically spread that throughout and include more greens foods into your life. Go more for fresh air, to breathe fresh air, right? Continue to work with your negative emotions. Consciously realize when you have that, and just talk to yourself. Say, stop, this is where it stops, and what can I do with it right now? Act with honor and integrity and speak your truth. When you are not lying to yourself, the world will reflect that to you. Be true to yourself and act with this honor and integrity and grace toward others. By speaking your truth, it will create a ripple effect. By speaking your truth, right, you're setting an example for others speaking their truth. What kind of life it is if you all lie all the time and manipulate? It all starts with just one person creating ripple effect. People will start to awaken to their life and their abilities, what they can do, how they can improve their life, and tune into this infinite, your abundant self, the infinity that is available to you. Perhaps you have your own psychic abilities. We all have psychic abilities. Perhaps you're awakening to them at this time right now. Listen to your heart, listen to your soul. And if you're having difficulties with that, of course, daily meditation, just continue doing it and practicing, and eventually it will just become your second nature. Yes, we have divine magic. A great teacher is awakening. By you going through this transformation, finding the solutions, you are ready to spread that knowledge to somebody else. Teacher is within you that is helping others to awaken to their truth. Follow your heart, the truth prevails. Speak that truth and continue working to ask yourself, what is this truth, or what are the lies that you are telling yourself? Light is surrounding you right now. This is your confirmation that you are safe. You are safe to be seen. You are safe to speak your truth. And of course, we have one more confirmation here with the Commander Ashtar entering this spread, that is time to evolve and trust your ability to guide others. You see how the second half of the spread, right, we went into this understanding that the situation that you're going through right now is activating your ability to be the teacher and the guide to others, this leader that is creating the ripple effect. And you have all it takes within you already right now. It is no coincidence that you are listening to this message here right now, also to give you this confirmation, because I'm not telling you nothing true. I am only here already to read the energy that is already existing. I pray to connect to those who it's meant to find, who is aligning with this energy. You wouldn't stay here if it didn't resonate with you. So if it does, let me know, what actions are you willing to take? How did it resonate? What struggles what difficulties you have? If you feel comfortable, leave it in the chat, or that you are on the right path. Affirm that you are acting with honor and integrity, that you are willing to speak your truth, that you are awakening your psychic abilities, you are evolving, you're following your heart. Affirm that, right? Leave your reaction, put a thumbs up for my time here. I really appreciate it. It helps, of course, to reach as many people as where am I called to use my voice right now? Speak your truth, and it's asking you, where can you use that voice right now? Maybe it is your time right now. I don't know when you will be listening to this right now, but it's the beginning of the first month. This is your calling, your month. You are safe, you are protected, you have the powers all within you. You are able to align them, and you are the one in charge of these energies. It's time for you to use that voice. So ask yourself where you can use that voice right now. You have a soul script that was already written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Your story matters, and it's time to share it with the world. Today's soul action for you is to share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. I just got chills. That's exactly what I was trying to say right now. I'll use the opportunity. I'll share my story. I was trying to push the cards, right? They use as tools, oracle cards, tarot cards. For the longest, it was following me in all kind of ways. Ever since, I don't remember. I think the youngest I can recall it maybe 5, 6, 7 years old. and then in the teenage years also like 10, 11, 12, 13, and then back again at my 20s. This energy of cards, right? It was just always calling me, and I said, no, never. Like, I don't want to, as a teenager, play with it and be interested. And now, in conscious, more right, with age and practice, I see the potential in this. You can, yes, of course, you can for the longest go away from your calling. But if it's your destiny and your calling, no matter how long you will try to push it along, from how hard you will try, it will still catch you. It will still come, whether you want it the easy way or not the easy way. I had to definitely go through some lessons. And looking back right now, I can say I could have just learned it from the beginning and not to go through many difficulties that I had to go through if I were to accept it in the beginning to begin with. In here we have spirit guides, confirmations, and great lessons. Again, we are going back to all your situation right now in your life is initiating your gifts, is initiating some story in your life that you must share with others, at least one person. Confirmation. Here, another codes that we have entering is that important information is coming to you and the wounds are healed and you are in the process of recharging right now. Also, a heart opening. You are in the Stargate heart right now. You are unlocking and generosity is following you. Just look at these beautiful colors of this card. If you go into meditation, you can imagine these colors. Be willing and open to receive this information. Ask your spirit guides to reveal to you what is it that you need to know. We all receive information and downloads, right? It's not a secret, of course, that we are living in multiple dimensions and everything. Time is an illusion, and we're all living timeless in multiple dimensions at the same time right now. And we're all receiving downloads. And of course, some of us, this is why you can listen to different kind of speakers and sometimes they say similar things, is because multiple people could receive similar information, but then it's a guide's responsibility, right, how he translate that energy into the words, communicating and spreading that throughout. Of course, here is another thing I share about my story, that for me it was very important, my own ecology of how I translate these messages. For example, before like in the beginning of the work, I had so much hurt and pain from my previous experiences. I had a lot of sorrow, for example, of losing my mother that passed away many years ago. And this wound, I had children, and this wound opened up to me again, that now I'm a mother and I miss my mother, that I didn't have enough time, the one that I need, but my egoistic self wanted to have more time with her. Nobody wants to lose a mom at 13 years of age. And a lot of my communication with other people would hurt people. It would come from that energy of sorrow. So I made it my priority to ensure that I am conscious of how I translate this energy and how I live my life, to share it with others. We all receive the downloads and information, but it's a matter of what are you willing to do with it, and are you willing to do anything with it? And again, how you translate that. A download from a quantum field that entered your body, and it's asking you to act upon it, but you didn't take the chance. Let's say right now you are going through your initiation right now, awakening your psychic abilities, and you are safe to be seen, and it's asking you to speak your truth, communicate with that, have that kind of conversation that you're meant to have with the truth, speaking your truth. So you got this download right now, right? Translated through me. What are you going to do with it? You might not do anything with it. So now that information will go to somebody else who will act upon it. And now you missed your chance. And then down the line, you will sit and think, why are they have this jealousy feeling? Why are they having this and I don't? That's because you were giving the chance, but you didn't take the opportunities. And you cannot be now mad, upset, and be jealous of that other person, because be in your lane, concentrate on your lane. What are you doing? Then you wouldn't have time to see and analyze and count somebody else's money, achievements, and so forth. Yes, heart chakra opening. So that's the energy of love, right? It's painful. It usually goes through, not sugar coated. I'm here to help you and support you. I'm not here to put an illusion to you that all the spirituality is you sitting in a bathtub and meditating and looking at the pretty crystals all the time. No, yes, it's part of it, but it's a lot more, and a lot of it happening behind the scenes goes through a large spectrum of feelings and emotions that we need to learn and channel. And it is already respected, honored, and appreciated the fact that you're here and you're listening to guidance and messages that can help you on your path at this time. I'm only grateful and happy to be that vessel and guide and support for you at this time. And we have another guides in here entering. Excuse me. You have a magic guardian entering, meaning that energy is already within your radio energetic field within your life. You have a chance to unlock that magic within you. Oh my god, we have a high priestess at the end, and let me not lie, yes, we had it twice. We have high priestess twice in here, harnessed your mystic powers, and we have an air guardian. We have two guardians and two high priestesses in this spread. That air guardian is asking you to shift your perspective, right? What does the air do? It blows, right? It either can bring in something or take away something. Going into this analysis of yourself, you can invite element of air and to just envision, for example, all of your problems and blow it out of your life. Shift your perspectives, shift your thinking. Ask yourself to help you. Let's say this is your program, this is what I believe. Spirit guides, help me see it from a different perspective. What else am I not seeing? Say that you are willing to see, to hear, to know the truth, to know what truth you need to speak. You are seeking guidance. You have to have this willingness, this sort of manifestation, right? It's not the check marks, for example, practice of manifestation. So write it down. If you write it down, it's going to happen. How it's going to happen? Just like logically think about it. Just because you wrote it down, it's not going to happen. It's your energy that you put into that. It is your goal, right? It's like, then how willingly are you willing to do that? For example, like I can write a goal of, I want to have my own house on the beach in a warm climate. What do? And you see it somewhere in north, not communicating with people from warm countries. You don't learn the language of that country. You're not working on your body to look as comfortable, to wear less clothes. It's, again, my point is to say is that the energy of asking yourself, how willing are you to achieve that and what are you willing to do? We can of course say and divide everyone that manifestation is evil, witch is evil, a high priestess is evil, everything is evil, and this is good and this is, but there is no good and bad. We all have multiple sides to it, right? God has multiple faces, right? It would be as sub personalities, right? We all have multiple personalities, knowing how to control and navigate them, right? For example, at work, you will use this kind of characteristics of you. At home, you will be different. With your partner, you will be different. With your parents, with your children, all of them. And this is the magic when you can know how to harness that, manipulate that into highest good of all. Because let's remember, this is where it becomes evil, when we use it against the will, to with an intention here. That's the word I was looking. That's the intention that you put into things. If you do tarot spread, for example, with an intention to look into somebody else's energy to manipulate that, that's a no-go. You will be punished for that, and that's where it's the dark and negative energy comes in. But even that will be balanced through, of course, you paying your debts, etc., etc. For you, all these things will continue happening for you to learn your lesson and understand, and have somebody to send to you to somehow to learn this new thing, to realize what is it that you are not doing correctly in your life, what is all the other things are happening to you for those reasons, and how you can change that and put an intention to do for the highest good of all, to do the highest good for humanity, or for all. As I believe, again, we are all here to make this world a better place, We have energetic clearing, rewrite your story and live your truth. I can't say more, like just cards are repeating themselves in here. Let's see, did I do this deck? Didn't do this deck, did I? All right, I feel called, yes, to take this deck and leave you with one more message that you need that can help you in your path. Yes, I did not take this card, and I'm glad I did, because you have here higher learning, divine knowledge, commit to your vision through study. So perhaps you are on the verge right now that it's a situation. Why are we given painful situation, right? It's when the world is just collapsing under feet, right? We are collapsing on our knees and we have nothing else to turn to but to our inner self and to God. But do we remember about God, about prayer, about something higher forces than just ourselves, only at the moments when there's no other options? Or do we like that? Do we with God in our daily lives? Or do we only remember about Him when we really need something? Hey, God, I'm in trouble. Come help me right now. Excuse me? What did you do before that? Why? Do not be afraid. Stand on your beliefs. Again, coming back to speaking your truth, right? This energy of you not being afraid to speak your truth because you are protected. And you see here we have the divine knowledge that is entering your life right now through initiating your gifts. You just lived your life, and here is the situation that is asking you to reevaluate your life and to rethink different aspects of your life. One of them is tuning into understanding that you have all that you need already within you. There is magic, there are different dimensions in this life. By shifting your perspective and you thinking that way, that is giving you this higher learning. So perhaps stepping into this energy of studying more about some mystic powers you might have. It doesn't have to be completely, we all embody that. And what I'm trying to see here, we were talking about learning before. Did we have the teacher also in here? I can't find it right now. Yes, to step into your sun power, into your shining light. So why in the beginning this card came out flipped, meaning that this energy is in disbalance at this time, is because, as we can see right now, right, when I continue to ask what can help you in this situation, is to be in the energy of learning and be open to the knowledge of coming back into your own truth and aligning with giving and receiving love and light. I'm smiling because it's so beautiful. We have Buddha and Isis entering your energy this time. And the Buddha is the heightened awareness. It suggests you to make peace with your thoughts and your world around you. So again, it's elaborating into this making peace with your thinking that, like, I understand you might not understand what you're going through right now. Also part of me sharing my story, I had no idea what is happening. You know, when one thing is when like you're a teenage and other girls are doing all of these things and you're like, yeah, why not? But then you understand that it's part of your calling. And it's a lot more like teenage, what they do, they unconscious, right? We are not following the rules, the spiritual universal laws, and we build ourselves negative karma. And when you're starting to understand and realize that, you might feel a little bit disbalanced and you might want to close off and not want to go into this. And I did that for a couple of years into my life. I went to from being raised as a religious to completely atheist, right? That's the name when you don't believe in anything. Unconditional love of the source of God, and not the religious aspect of God, right? Again, like I was saying, for example, why I stepped away from the religion is because how I saw the religion is that it's giving you this understanding you will be forgiven for everything. Doesn't matter what you do. It's okay if you like occasionally fast and go to the spiritual place, you put a candle, you light up a candle, you do a prayer, you ask for forgiveness, and all your sins are forgiven. Yes and no, because You cannot to just live terribly and then one day go and ask for a check mark to kiss an icon and think that's giving you strength. Yes and no. You cannot to come back from lighting up a candle and giving you a prayer to come home to beating your kids, to being disrespectful, to yell, to cheat, to lie. It's impossible. So this again showing you to reclaim the magic and call back your power, what is rightfully yours. Because when we are born, we have a concussion. Everything that happened, past life maybe exists, maybe don't. We're not gonna go into philosophical topics in here right now, but we do have some that we go through our life not knowing what is our potential, what is it that we might not tap into, but we do have life situations that are happening to us that is leading us to that. So right now it came time to call that power. Perhaps you were dealing with many kind of situations where you were mirroring other perspectives or projections onto you. And it's time for you to take all that power, harness that magic, call that power and what is rightfully already yours, and reclaim that magic with love, grace, and integrity. Know that you are safe. Your spirit guides are with you. You're definitely going through energetic cleansing right now. And yes, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's not all butterflies and pretty stuff. So it's absolutely normal, natural to go through these processes. So continue to seek help and guidance. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desire in life, what would I choose? That's a little test on your own thinking, right? If you really can do and wish anything you want, what are you going to do with that energy? Are you going to go and I'm just channeling really like bad things right now, perhaps, but this information is for you to think about it. The desire in your life, how does that benefit? So burn this desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today's soul action is to go inward, and the answers already live in you. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. And there is no mistake. Let's say you analyze that you might not have the most delightful and positive thinking, a desire. Maybe your desire is against the norm, but it is so powerful that burning as a fuel to burn for that desire that you are willing to act upon it and let it happen. So don't overthink it. Don't give it a great reaction, good or bad. No, there's no good and bad. It is what you need right now for you. And wherever it will lead, that will be your new point. From that point, you can re-ask yourself, now what do I desire? And it can change. And don't put yourself into, how to call it, basically don't judge your own self. Don't judge your own self, meaning you could judge like, why I'm judging myself for having such bad negative thoughts. But you are in the process of transforming that and learning. And your desire to already do something about it is already enough. So in today, you might want to go inward and ask all these questions again to you. What is your truth? What is your desire? What are you willing to do? If you had the magic wand and can do anything and everything that you want, what will make you happy? How will that be benefit for you, for your life, and as a result for all? And choose what makes you happy today and do that to change your energy, to shift your energy, to shift the perspective. I thank you for your time here today with me. Again, if you found this helpful and it resonated with you at any way, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. It is, of course, giving me motivation, inspiration to do more, to hear your feedback. It's very important for me. Please let me know. If you wish to, from your heart, to give me thanks in a financial matter as a donation, that option is also available. I would greatly appreciate it. And of course, subscribe, stay tuned, share this content so it can reach more people. If you feeling called to do, please come back next time and I'll see you then. Take care. All the best.